Make your way into a seated position, Virasana. Close your eyes for a moment. With your eyes closed, take a deep inhale. Let it out. Let's do it once again. Deep inhale through your nose. Breathing in that abundance, those gifts the universe has to offer. Breathing out, letting off any resistance to receiving those gifts, to receiving what it is we desire. Let's do it one last time. Deep inhale through your nose. Fill yourself up from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Feeling open, feeling expansive, feeling receptive. Breathing out, letting off any resistance. Letting off any feelings of not enoughness and unworthiness to receive what it is we desire. With the eyes closed, creating that foundation for the practice. Breathing in through your nose, noticing your belly expanding. Breathing out through your nose, synchronizing the breath to the ocean. Let's do it a couple of times. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Very gently open your eyes, interlace your fingers, turn your palms inside out, round your upper back for a moment, move from side to side, spreading your shoulder blades, noticing how does it feel? Any tension between my shoulder blades and my upper back? And then lengthen your spine, reach your arms towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears, let go of your interlace. Extend your arms to your right, to your left, like capital T shape. Flexing your palms, so we are gently warming up the wrists, the forearms. Bring your fingertips in, finger knuckles towards your forearms. Flip your palms towards the sky. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm, eagle arms, lifting your elbow shoulder height. And then bring your forearms to your left side. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Allow your head to be heavy. Bring your chin to chest. Lift your head up. Let go of your eagle arms. Shake it out. Interlace your fingers. The opposite thumb on top. Turn your palms inside out. Reach your arms towards the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, let go of your interlace. Bring your arms like capital T shape. Flex your palms. Bring your fingertips in, finger knuckles towards your forearms. Flip your palms towards the sky. Left arm underneath your right arm, eagle arms, second side. Bring your forearms to your right side. And drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Allow your head to be heavy, lengthening the side of the neck. Bring your chin to chest. Lift your head up. Let go of your eagle arms. Shake them out. Interlace your hands behind your neck. Bring your chin toward your chest and gently move your chin from side to side, exploring any tension in your neck, your upper back. And then let go of your interlace, gently lift your head up. Yes, and noticing, usually we hold a lot of tension, in the neck, in the upper back. And then from here, place your hands onto the ground, tabletop position, shoulders over your wrists, your hips above your knees, taking a moment to connect to the mat, to the earth, to the ground. Have a look at your hands, index finger, middle finger pointing to the front edge of the mat. Tuck your toes, bring your hips towards your heels. Child's pose variation, and then lift your hips back into tabletop position. Let's do it a couple more times. Bring your hips back towards your heels. And then as you exhale, shift your weight forward a little bit more into your fingertips. So warming up the forearms. Couple more times. Bring your hips towards your heels, and then shift your weight into your hands. Gripping the ground, stabilizing that foundation. Couple more times. Hips towards your heels, and then shift forward. So now we're adding a little bit of mobility, a little bit of movement. So circle your hips to your right side, all the way towards your heels, and then half circle to the opposite side. Shoulders over your wrists, and then couple more rounds like that in your own time. Now we're adding a little bit of movement with your head and your neck. So bring your right ear towards your right shoulder as you go to your right side, and then half circle to the opposite side, left ear towards your left shoulder. Couple more times like that in your own time. Yes, so closing your eyes, creating that synchrony, the breath, the movements, the sounds, the ocean sounds around you. And then finding stillness, tabletop position. Step your feet back into plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists, activating your legs, lifting your quads to your kneecaps. And as you exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale, let it out. Let's eat once again, deep inhale. Lion's breath, stick out your tongue, let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, and as you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels. Similar to like we did before, inhale, come into downward facing dog position. As you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels, and then lift your hips back, downward facing dog. This time, toes to your right, heels to your left, so we are twisting the feet. Bend your knees, bring your hips towards your heels, lengthening the sides of the waist. Inhale, center, toes to your left, heels to your right. Change to the other side. Couple more times like that in your own time. Even it out, come back to center, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale, let it out. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Ragdoll position, catch your opposite upper arms behind your legs if you can. So gently lengthening the backs of the legs. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let go of your arms, heel to your feet to the outer edges, if you have the edges, otherwise toes out, heels in. Malasana, squat position, elbows into your knees, knees into your elbows, reaching up towards the sky with the crown of your head. We are adding a twist. Bring your left hand onto the ground, right arm up towards the sky, twist. And then change to the other side. Left hand down, right arm up. Lower your hands onto the ground, lift your hips, heel to your feet back into hip distance position. Walk your hands into plank pose, shoulders over your wrists. As you exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. On your inhale, lift your right leg behind your three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. Square your hips back towards the ground, so right knee to your forehead, shoulders over your wrists, step your foot. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, come up into your low lunge position. Anjaneyasana, so opening the left side quad, hip flexors. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, sinking your hips a little bit lower, without losing that length in your spine. Let go of your interlace. Reach your arms towards the sky. Catch your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, stretch to your right side. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, hands onto the ground. Frame your front foot. Left hand down, right arm up. Easy twist. Transitioning into your side plank from Vashisthasana. Lower your right hand, plank position. Lower down, low plank. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Let it out. Second side, lift your left leg behind you, your three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Square your hips towards the ground, left knee to your forehead. Step your foot. Lower your right knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, come up into your low lunge position. Interlace your hands, the opposite thumb on top. Lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, sinking your hips towards the ground. Let go of your interlace. Reach your arms towards the sky. Catch your right twist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, stretch your left. On your inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, hands onto the ground. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Right hand down, left arm up. Easy twist. Transitioning into your side plank, Vashisthasana. Lower your left hand, plank position. Lower down, low plank. Flip your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or lightly float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach your arms towards the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands to your heart center, mountain pose, closing your eyes, connecting to your roots, your foundation, connecting to your breath. Open your eyes, reach your arms towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto the ground. Float back, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. On your inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. This time, flip the dog into wild thing. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Come back into your side plank. Right knee to your chest. Step your right foot to the front. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, come back up into low lunge position. We've been here before. Now bend your left knee, catch your left ankle, bring your heel towards your sit bone. Keeping your ribs in, going a little bit deeper into that quad stretch, your hip flexor. Let go of your ankle, reach your arms towards the sky, inhale. As you exhale, hands onto the ground, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Align heel to arch, right hand on the inside of your right foot, extended side angle. Left arm all the way over your head. Extend your left arm up, flip the palm, bring your arm behind your back. Half bind, maybe full bind. Let go of your binds. Extend your left arm up, warrior two position. Heel to arch, spreading your wings, flip the palm, reverse. Exhale, hands onto the ground, frame your front foot. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes. Lizard pose, heel to your right foot to the right side, left hand down, right arm up. Bend your knee, heel towards your sit bone. Maybe you stay, maybe left forearm onto the ground. Let go of your ankle, place your hands, step or tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, extend your right leg all the way back, shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. On your inhale, shift your weight into high plank. Lower down a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog position. Lift your left leg behind you. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Flip the dog into wild thing. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Come back into your side plank. Step your left foot to the front. Low lunge. Inhale, come up. Bend your right knee, bring your heel towards your sit bone, keeping your ribs in. Let go of your ankle, reach your arms towards the sky, and as you exhale, hands onto the ground, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Align heel to arch, left hand on the inside, right arm all the way over your head, extended side angle. Extend your right arm, flip the palm, half bind, maybe full bind. Let go of your binds. Look down, rise all the way up into warrior two position. Flip the palm, reverse. Exhale, hands onto the ground. Lower your right knee, untuck your toes, heel to your left foot to the left. Right hand down, left arm up. Easy twist. Bend your right knee, heel towards your sit bone. Maybe you stay, maybe lower your right forearm. And then come back up. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, extend your left leg, shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Lower your forearms onto the ground into dolphin pose, and then lift your elbows off the ground. Downward facing dog. Let's do it once again. Lower your forearms, dolphin. Lift your elbows, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open, flip the dog into wild thing, transitioning into full back bend, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Come back into your side plank. Right knee to your chest, step your right foot to the front. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge position. As you exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Option 1, stay. Option 2, open your arms. Option 3, maybe bind. Using inhales to create length in the spine, using exhales to open your chest a little bit more towards the sky. Look down, let go of your binds. If you have it, straighten your front leg, right hip back, left hip forward. Lower your left knee onto the ground, straighten your front leg. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana, maybe full split. See how your hamstrings feel today. Not pushing, not forcing. And then come back into your half split. Rebend your right knee, tuck your left toes. We are back into that wide-legged pyramid pose. For a moment, maybe feeling a little bit more open. Rebend your right knee, lift your left leg into standing split. So option one, you stay. Option two, couple of handstand hops. So a little bit of play. And then step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left knee and tuck your toes. We are back into that low lunge. Reach your arms towards the sky. So now we are adding a little bit of back bend. Bend your left knee. Reach towards your left foot. So now we are adding that shoulder rotation like we just did in dolphin. Catching your left foot from the inner arch. Rotate your left elbow towards the sky. Right arm up. Maybe adding both hands. Whoop. Maybe coming out. Yeah, falling out allows us to try again. No expectations. And then let go of your variations. Heel to your right foot to the left side. Lower your right shin. Pigeon pose, left hip forward, right hip back. Lengthen your spine and exhale, fold over your front shin. Come back up, we're adding the same action. Bend your left knee, reach towards your left foot. Catch your foot from the inner arch. King pigeon. Let go of your variations. Tuck your left toes, extend your right leg. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Flip the dog into a wild thing. Transitioning into your full back bend. Come back into your side plank. Left knee to your chest. Step your left foot to the front. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left side. Option one, you stay. Option two, open your arms. Option three, bind. Let go of your variations. Place your hands onto the ground. Straighten your front leg, wide-legged pyramid pose. Lower your right knee and tuck your toes. Straighten your front leg. Half split, full split. See how this side feels? Not pushing, not forcing. Come back into your half split. Straighten your front leg. So we are going back into that wide-legged pyramid pose. And then rebend your left knee, hands onto the ground, standing split. Maybe a handstand. And then step your right foot all the way back. Low lunge position. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms towards the sky. So now we are adding that back bend. Bend your right knee. Reach towards your right foot, catching your foot from the inner arch. Rotate your right elbow towards the sky. Finding that balance. And then let go of your ankle with control. Heel to your left foot to the right side. Lower your left shin, left hip back, right hip forward, pigeon pose. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, fold. On your inhale, come all the way back up. Bend your right knee, reach towards your right foot. Second side, king pigeon. Let's explore that. Let go of your variations. Place your hands onto the ground. Extend your left leg all the way back. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step lightly, float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair, inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Mountain pose. Close your eyes for a moment, connecting to your roots, to your foundation, connecting to whatever is touching the ground. We are adding standing balance, so adding that back bend, adding that shoulder rotation, putting some things together. So standing on your left foot, bend your right knee, reach towards your right ankle, left arm up towards the sky, inhale, and as you exhale, counter action, reaching forward at the same time your shin is pressing back. Come all the way up to standing. Listen careful. Now we're adding that shoulder rotation. So catch your right foot from the inner arch. Rotate your right shoulder towards the sky. And then slowly, maybe adding both hands. And then releasing slowly. No rush, yeah? Coming in and out in the pose, always with control. Shake it out. Let's try second side. So standing on your right foot, bend your left knee, reach towards your left ankle, reach your right arm up towards the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, press your shin into your hand. Coming out. Let's try second side. So catch your foot from the inner arch, rotate your left shoulder, not the shoulder, but the elbow, towards the sky. And then slowly coming out, shake it out. Well done. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands onto the ground. Step back into high plank position. So now we are adding that shoulder rotation to your plank pose. It is a very fun thing to do. So from here, shift your weight onto the outer edge of the left foot. Left hand down, bend your right knee. And then you're catching your foot from the inner arch. Rotating that elbow and creating that beautiful back bend. And then slowly releasing into wild thing, maybe full back bend. Coming back into your side plank, change to the other side. One side is always a little bit trickier. So right hand down, left arm up, bend your left knee. Let's try. Requires a lot of stability in the center, in the core. Beautiful. Release. Come back into your side plank. Plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. On your inhale, shift your weight into your high plank. Lower down, low plank, lower all the way onto the ground. So now we are adding that rotation to your bow pose. Bend your knees, reach towards your ankles, press your shins into your hands. And then catching your feet from the inner arch. Yeah, so one hand, maybe at a time. Once again, one side is always slightly different. Yeah, allow yourself to explore that. And then slowly release. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. from downward facing dog. One last playtime for today. Stabilizing your handstand. And then bend your knees. Bring your chest through your upper arms for scorpion pose. Counter action. Maybe transitioning into a full back bend. And we all meet in mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment, allow yourself to reconnect to yourself, to your roots, to your breath, to your physical body, to that feeling of gratitude for everything it allows us to explore and feel and create. Open your eyes, reach your arms towards the sky, inhale. As you exhale, fold. We are adding a standing twist. Bring your left hand in between your feet and bind behind your left leg. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let go of your binds, change to the other side. Let go of the binds. Lower your knees onto the ground. Come back into that seated position we started the practice in. Allow yourself to find stillness. Allow yourself to pause. Allow yourself to observe. Observing your physical body, observing any shifts, any difference, observing your mind. And as we stretch our physical body, we also stretch our capacity to be present, our ability to connect, and to dream a little bit bigger. With your eyes closed, allow yourself to be still for a couple of moments. Very gently start to make your way back. Start deepening your breath. Noticing the sounds around you. Start bringing some life to your fingers, your toes. Moving your head from side to side. Bring your hands to your heart center. Allow yourself to feel that feeling of gratitude. Allow yourself to feel that feeling of presence, of balance and harmony and peace. Allow yourself to acknowledge your efforts on the mat today, your commitment to show up, to work on yourself, to become a better version of yourself. Take a deep inhale. Let it out. Bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Thank yourself for your time, for your effort. Namaste.